So I have to admit, I'm not actually in college anymore. I just recently graduated, but I have spent a lot of time perfecting my study setup that I think I have the most streamlined and most minimal study setup with all the essentials that you need, and I'm here to share that with you. So without any further ado, here is my minimalist study setup. And by minimalist, I really mean that it's actually just streamlined to getting work done. I don't actually mean it's like the bare minimum of what you need. In fact, the number one thing I think of in a study setup is that it needs to have everything that you need to get work done. So I'm gonna start with the obvious, and it's something for like a laptop or for a tablet. I'm using my Surface Pro here. Now, for this, you can use like an iPad or even a laptop if you want, but I like to take notes digitally on the Surface, and it makes it a lot easier because I can switch between viewing my notes and then viewing like the assignments or lectures online or anything else like that. So, really having some like two-in-one note-taking thing really cuts down on a lot of weight so you don't have to carry separate notebooks for each class or anything. And as an added bonus, the two-in-one works perfectly with like having to play music or something like that so you're not distracted by your phone. So whether it's on the Surface Pro or an iPad Pro or some other tablet or something else, you need something that has your notes in it. Now I know I just said that you need something to have your notes in, but I also have my notebook because I like to physically handwrite all my homework assignments down. Now in physics, you have to I had to handwrite my homework assignments to turn them in physically to the professor, but I don't know how you do it. Whatever system works for you, if you can turn in PDFs or something, that'd be fine to do on the Surface Pro or iPad or something similar like that. But for me, I found it perfectly well and reasonable to use a physical notebook to write down assignments in and do mathematical problem solving in. And I specifically like this notebook. It's from Staples, but it's actually like this new brand, True Red. It used to be Staples brand, but it's fine. It's the same thing. And what I like about it is when you open it, it has dividers. It has built-in sticky notes to take in like note pages or like mark down pages that you need. Built-in ruler if you need that. It has these folders in it. Built-in calendar in it. So this notebook honestly like has everything you need and even is like divided into different sections with folders in them. And so that's really helpful for keeping track of all your assignments and handouts and things that you get. So I actually highly recommend this specific notebook. It's from Staples, the True Red notebook. It used to be called Staples brand as well. So either Staples brand or True Red, it's the same notebook. Now the next must-have for this is pencils. And the pencils I like to use the most are again the Staples brand pencils. They're actually super soft, and here's one right here. It's super soft up here, but has a really grippy texture at the bottom. And this is like literally just the best pencil I've ever used. It comes in point 0.5 and point 0.7 lead, so whichever you prefer. The eraser is not that great. So I would recommend investing in like another eraser, but the pencil itself writes super well and it feels really nice. Like I said, it's soft up here, kind of soft, but then like really grippy down here so you can move it around and it won't slip. So these Staples pencils are one of my favorite. And now I'm not a pen enthusiast, but I also carry a pen. This is just a Sharpie gel pen. I don't really care about pens too much. This feels fine to me. I am not a pen enthusiast at all, so don't come at me for like not having the best pen of all. This was like a $5 pack for four of them. The Sharpie pens are great. And of course, the last thing I have is a book. Now, you have to have whatever book you're going to be working on. Here's Griffiths E&M, so if I was going to do homework on Griffiths E&M for the day, I would just bring this book. I typically try to just do one book a day and try to rotate them throughout the week. So maybe Monday I'll do Griffiths E&M, maybe Tuesday I'll do Griffiths Quantum Mechanics, Wednesday I'll do Thermodynamics, and then just switch back to Griffiths E&M depending on how many classes I'm taking or what I'm trying to get done during the week. But anyway, having a book is very important. And I would also recommend doing singular books too because you probably want to just focus on one subject a day. That's the best way I found to work on it so that you're not constantly distracted or thinking about other subjects while you're trying to get home. All right, so now that we have the essentials out of the way, how do I actually set this stuff up? Well, typically what I do is I'll always have the notebook right in front of me. The notebook will always be right in front of me, so I can pull it out and write things down in it. So it's always right in front of me, and I can easily solve problems in it. Okay? Now, the textbook I typically have on the left side of me. This is my left. So I typically put the textbook on the left side so that when it opens up, it opens to this direction so that it's not in the way of anything in front of me. And I can quickly glance over if I need to like reference something inside of the textbook. And now, of course, the laptop has to go on the right side of me. So this goes on the right side. I can quickly glance over to see anything on my Google Calendar or notes that I've taken or the assignment that I'm looking on. The other point where it could be useful is like farther in front of you, so like behind the notebook if you have enough room on a desk or table. But I typically like to have it on the right side of me. And bonus tip, I like to have the wall charger on the right side of me. That way it charges on this side, and the Surface charger comes with a USB charger, so I can charge my phone with it, and it doesn't get in the way of anything. That way the wire is just like off to the side and it doesn't get in the way. Now, this is what you've all been waiting for. Now, another thing that I always carry with me when I'm studying is the AirPods Pro. These are life-changing, honestly. Like, I didn't think I was studying hard enough until I got these. And these literally help you drown out so much noise in the background if you're in a loud library, and they just help you focus so easily. Honestly, sometimes I just put them in, don't listen to music, and just have the noise cancellation on. Or I'll put in like the study or lo-fi beats playlist or anything. I do not recommend listening to music with any words in it. It has shown that that actually causes a little bit of confusion in your brain because your brain's trying to process the language going into it while you're working on something else. So I recommend do not listen to music with words. And now that's basically it for my setup. I told you it was pretty minimalist, and this is literally all you need to study. You don't need Starbucks or anything. Come on, no, you don't. Anyway, the thing you've all been wondering is your phone. Where does your phone go when you're studying? And really, your phone goes in the trash. Okay, maybe not in the trash, but your phone, I typically like to put it on silent mode, do not disturb, and face down on the table. So I do not mess with it at all. I don't hear anything coming from it. I keep it face down. That way, if a notification does come up through Do Not Disturb, you're not even distracted about it at all. Now, keep it out of reach, out of sight, out of mind. Those are the basics for how your phone should be while you're studying. Unless you're like actually using your phone to study with, which I do not recommend. But if you have to, then just put it on Do Not Disturb or something and get rid of notifications in your settings and focus on the one thing that you're trying to get done. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. This is my minimalist study setup. And it is pretty minimal, but it is very effective. And I believe the key to these study setups is having as little things as possible. That way, you're streamlining your workflow and getting as much things done, focusing as much on the work that you're trying to get done as possible, and not getting distracted by your phone or your computer or something else. Alright, so thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And coming up, I do have more videos on how to take notes for specific subjects. So like and subscribe and get ready for those. Alright, thanks. Peace.